The sixth question says, find the following integrals in exercises 6. Okay, we are supposed to find the integrals over here. Integral of 4 e power 3x plus 1 dx. Now, how do we deal with this one? Now, before I continue any further, I want to tell you a small thing. What is that small thing? Now, this particular thing has been skipped in the NCERT maybe, but I don't know the reason for that. The methods of integration which you study in the second exercise deal with this kind of thing. But then, if you know certain formulae, let's say if you know that integral of sine x dx is equal to cos minus cos x plus c. If you know this, then you should also be aware of integral of sine of, instead of x, if you have a linear expression in terms of x. Okay, what is this integral is equal to? This integral is minus of cos, similar thing, ax plus b, okay, and we divide by this a over here plus constant of integration. This is the integral of this. Mind you, this works only if you have, instead of x, you have a linear expression of x. This can be written, right? So therefore, if integral of fx dx is equal to capital Fx plus c, if you know this, then you should remember that integral of f of ax plus b dx, f of ax plus b dx is equal to capital F ax plus b whole divided by this a over here. This a is the coefficient of x, right? And this formula only works when instead of x you have a linear expression of x. Linear polynomial. This is important, right? Instead of x, if you have a linear polynomial here, then you can substitute. Instead of x, if you have ax plus b, then the integral will be equal to capital F ax plus b upon small a. This is what you need to do, and that is one thing which explicitly is not mentioned, but then we use this particular thing and we can solve so many questions, right? This is very, very useful, and those of you who have studied integration would have studied this thing very initially, right? So I'm explaining this particular thing over here, and now let's begin solving this question, right? So integral I is equal to integral of 4 e power 3x plus 1 dx, right? By the way, that particular expression, this particular result can be included in the initial fundamental theorems, and you can write that down properly and memorize this, right? Use it after that. For solving this, what do I need to do? I can split this and this into two separate integrals. This becomes 4 times e power 3x, and the integral, the 4 will go outside, this is what you'll get, plus integral of 1 dx, which is integral of dx. Right. And now the standard formula tells me that integral of e power some linear polynomial would be equal to e power that linear polynomial divided by the coefficient of this x. This is what I'll get, right? This is something which you can obtain by inspection as well. This is something which you can solve by inspection as well, but this is useful. If you know this, then you can write this directly. Plus, what about integral of 1? Integral of 1, standard integral, this is simply x. This was x power 0, it becomes x. Okay, and you write a constant of integration as well. So this actually is 4 by 3 e power 3x plus x plus c, and yes, that is my answer for this question. So simply using inspection also you could have reached this, but if you know this, then in future you will be able to solve many more questions. And yes, this is one of the initial theorems that you should be aware of while studying integration. Therefore, I have dealt with over here. That's 6th question for us, and this is the answer for this particular question.